The court in the United Kingdom has ruled that fugitive diamond heir Nirav Modi can be extradited to India to face charges of fraud and money laundering. Now, if you don't know who Nirav Modi is, let's fill you in. The 49-year-old Nirav Modi is a diamond merchant. He is facing charges of fraud and money laundering in India in connection with the Punjab National Bank scam of approximately $2 billion. And when the scam was unearthed, he fled India and a multiple agency probe began. Now, after fleeing India in 2018, Nirav Modi remained at undisclosed locations before he was traced in the United Kingdom. And ever since then, he's been appearing before court virtually. So what are the charges against Nirav Modi? Nirav Modi has broadly 3 sets of criminal cases against him. The primary case against him relates to a large-scale fraud committed upon the Punjab National Bank. He is accused of fraudulently obtaining several letters of undertaking, which are called LOUs, to finance his loans from PNB. An LOU is basically a loan agreement. And now this case is being investigated by the CBI. The CBI is also investigating another related case involving the destruction of evidence and intimidation of witnesses. He allegedly threatened his employees, asking them not to cooperate with the probe agency. So basically, 3 of Nirav Modi's firms were allegedly involved in the PNB scam. The other set of charges include money laundering. He's been accused of laundering off all that money that he's fraudulently secured from the Punjab National Bank, and now the Enforcement Directorate has stepped in to probe this case. So what is his extradition status in the United Kingdom now? Well, the judge has to pronounce his verdict on whether Nirav Modi could be held accountable before the Indian judiciary for the alleged financial crime. The ruling of the Magistrates Court will then be sent to UK Home Secretary Priti Patel for a sign-off and authorization by the government for or against extradition of Nirav Modi. Now, the Magistrates Court ruling will, however, not be the final verdict on the extradition of Nirav Modi from UK to India. Both Nirav Modi and the prosecution will have options of challenging this ruling in a UK High Court in case of an adverse decision. So what are the arguments in the UK court? Nirav Modi's legal team has challenged his extradition on grounds of human rights. The Crown Prosecution Service (CPS) that represents India in UK court has argued that Nirav Modi's case does not involve any human rights issue here. The other argument here was related to Indian jails. The Indian side asserted that Arthur Road Jail, where Nirav Modi is likely to be housed in Mumbai after extradition, meets all human rights requirements, including that of natural light and ventilation. The last forceful argument here of Nirav Modi's team was his mental health concerns, claiming that he had suicidal tendencies. Now, the CPS challenged this argument too, asking for an independent evaluation of his mental health, while asserting that India has a mental health care system for jail inmates. And the court also did agree that Nirav Modi is a flight risk. Now, Nirav Modi has lost the legal battle against extradition on all grounds after District Judge Samuel Gozi has declared there is no human rights concerns here and that all his medical needs will be catered to by the Indian government as per their assurance.